Hey guys, I am finally making a house update video. I know that I kind of promised I would take you along the journey of decorating my home and showing you the work that we did to the house, but I have not done that at all. We have been here, if you can believe it, almost 6 months. In just 2 weeks, it's 6 months. It has flown by and it has been such an easy adjustment. We are so happy. It is just, I mean, you guys know, you heard the story. Just prayer, a huge prayer answered by the Lord. So we're very thankful. We're still enjoying it, and it was really neat to see all of the fall here and then all of the winter, and now spring is almost here and we're gonna get to see another season in our new home. So if you're new here, please like and subscribe, and welcome to you, and for all of you that have been with me forever, hi, and I hope you enjoy this video. So we're gonna start outside and then we'll go inside. Our porch was very empty for a long time, and of course it was winter, so there was no rush, but I was shopping for patio furniture for like ever, and I finally found not like my dream patio furniture or anything, but it was 50% off on a Wayfair, and I wanted something for the porch and for the deck, so I went ahead and got 2 sets for the price of one, which I thought was fantastic. I'll show you that in a minute. I have some things that I will be doing in the landscaping come spring that have some hanging baskets, which I need to line with the moss and then plant some flowers, and this gets direct sunlight all day, so it'll be really nice to just water them and have them there to brighten things up here. We're gonna put rock down instead of mulch for all of the landscaping, and we have a lot of evergreen bushes here, which I'm so glad about, because as much as I like the outcome of landscaping, I don't really like doing it. So it's gonna be really easy to just do the weeding, put the rocks, and then just keep all the weeds dead, spraying them through the rocks when we see them poke through. And I can totally handle 2 little flower baskets there. That will be no problem. I really like having potted plants and flowers, so these I'll replant for the spring with my wildflower box, that wildflower seed box that I get at the dollar store every year, and I got 2 of each, the sunny area ones and the shaded area ones, so I'll do that. I'm gonna probably put like a plant stand here, one of those really pretty vertical plant stands, and just put potted plants on them, plus the ones I have out on the floor. And then we're gonna make a wood rack. Right now it's a horrible pile of wood, but we cut down a rotting tree, and that's the remains. We've been burning it all winter. I have my wreath. This is not new. I've had this forever, and I just pull out the flowers and replace them every season, every spring and summer. So I got these pansies last year. I was thinking if I end up seeing some flowers I prefer, I'll switch them out, but I'm not in a rush to do that. But I do want to get a ribbon to hang it because it feels like it's too high on the door. So I'll probably get some ribbon at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or wherever I go where they sell ribbon. This is my favorite new addition. I've been in the market for a long bench for weeks now that our boots could fit under, and they're so expensive. And this one is huge. It's 9 feet. My friend was giving it away from church, and I got it, so I'm so happy, because now the boys can sit to slip their boots on and off and tuck them right underneath and keep things tidy and organized, but still looking nice and practical. I got this recently at Hobby Lobby, and it's 50% off wall decor right now, so I got that half off. And I'm gonna spray paint this. This is a hand-me-down from my mom. We also put up new lanterns, and we put like these flame bulbs so they look like fire, like real lanterns. When you come up, it's really beautiful. And then this is the patio furniture that I purchased, and it came with the love seat, 2 chairs, and a glass table. And then I already had this table, so I just put it there so that there could be seating and tables and surfaces along the way. And then we had this porch swing already. I put them all along the wall like this because rain blows in a lot. It's very windy out here, so I feel like there's a line on the porch, probably half of it gets wet or snowed. And so when I had the bench on the opposite side looking towards the chairs, it got covered in snow. So I just put everything along the wall. It looks fuller, it looks prettier. There's no backs of seats looking at you. And when we sit here, if we want to move the seating, we can, and then we'll just put it back. So there's that. I don't have many more plans for out here besides the plant rack and planting my pots, the flowers, and then spray painting that. Maybe eventually I'll get something pretty for that empty wall over there, something sweet to put up. I don't know, but right now this is feeling like it's good for now. You know, I have other things I'd rather do. Inside, the newest addition, which we weren't going to put up curtains. I wanted just the open windows, but we found that they have helped immensely with the energy bill. The AC doesn't kick on as much, or the heater, I should say, doesn't kick on as much at night when we close the shades. So it's been really beautiful, and it actually ended up adding such a cozy feel to the house that I'm really glad we got them. We were not gonna get these, but we first got the kitchen ones. That's what happened. We got the kitchen ones because the sun glares through that window, making it an oven in the fall and absolutely freezing in the winter. So we got a curtain so that we can block the sun, making it cool and more pleasant in the fall that we experienced here. And then in the winter, it actually insulated the window some, and it made it less freezing in the kitchen. So once we saw how much it made the house feel cozy to put those curtains up, we went ahead and bought some for the living room. So I love the color. It's just solid, but it's like an antique blue, I guess is the name of it. And I just think it's so beautiful and simple. It makes it look very classic. And I love the way that it, man, it's dark. The way that it does at the top. And I have the rings in the kitchen, and I love the way that it like folds together. And I wanted them, but they were like 20 bucks more. So we got these, which have the, instead of just being the pull through the whole top of the curtain, it has loops, and it goes through the loops. So it still gives it that nice ribbed effect. And I really like that. So this is another piece that someone from church was giving away. So I got that, and I was really happy about it, because what I had going on here before was pretty, but it was very impractical. So I wanted to change it up. I had fellowship here and then a small group here, and no one knew where to put their coats. And sure, they could put them on my bed, but it's just so much more practical and convenient when you can walk in, hang your coats up, put your shoes, you know, here, and then go in fellowship. So I got a hook rack, Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And while I was there that same day, I got this pretty chalkboard stand just to fill the table. It says, "When you're here, your familia." And I like it because I can erase it and write something new whenever that gets old. I can just switch it up. So I had this lamp already, but I am in the market for a taller lamp, and I would like it to be a lighter color. This I've had forever. And this bowl, I had a smaller one here before, but I feel like the big one filled up the surface better, and it just holds our keys. And I got this at Goodwill. I've had this mirror forever, and I ordered these prints along with the other 4 off of Etsy, and then I had them lasered onto canvas. So it was like a JPEG, is that what it's called? A file, whatever, files, and then I sent them to the canvas place, and they printed it out on canvases for me. So I have 2 on either side of the television. And then I got that, let all that you do be done in love, for the TV over the top. And I have shown you this lamp before. I got that in the beginning of when we first moved here. But I wanted to show you, and I know I did in another video, this TV stand. It's actually a bookshelf, or one of those, you know, one of those cube shelves that people can put horizontal or vertical. TV stands are so expensive, and I wanted it to be practical but beautiful. So I saw this at my friend's house in her living room, not used as a TV stand, but I thought, oh my goodness, I could do that as a TV stand. I can put the kids' books, I can decorate it, and I can hide the cords with the cute boxes and put all the DVDs in the boxes. So that's what I did, and it was only 60 bucks versus 300 for the TV stands I was looking at, and I feel like it's really it doesn't look old and dated. It's really nice. So I was happy for that. I also got that gold kind of vase at Goodwill. Where's my finger? There we go. That I got at Goodwill. Then I got these runners. I got 3 of them off of Wayfair because I wanted rugs, but I felt like the big area rugs were getting really dirty really fast. So I thought just runners on various places would add a little bit more of a cozy feel with a rug, but not so much surface taken up by it, gathering so much dirt and dog hair and dog bone bits and stuff like that. So I got that. In here, I definitely want new sofas soon. These are like destroyed. We've had them forever. This is getting worse and it's already like coming apart. And I mean, we bought these on Craigslist when the kids were like 3 and 4. So we've really worn them. It's great. They've been very useful, but we're ready to get new ones. Don't know when, but it's on my wants list. And I want new coffee table and side table. We've had these, I mean, I would say 14 years, but they're great, solid wood, but you know, you just want something new and fresh for the new house. Our fireplace, our mantle, everything on here, well, not everything. These 3 things are from Dollar General. This is from Hobby Lobby. The little plant and the Love is Patient, Love is Kind, Love Never Fails is Dollar General also. And then the lantern is Amazon. And then I've had those candle things forever. I think since I got married. Then these are hand-me-downs from my mom, some candle holders. And we bought the chimney set to like sweep and all that, the wood and ash. And so this was this was fun. When we first moved in, it was fall, and I have lots of fall decor. So this was all pretty for fall. Then it was Christmas, so it was filled up with Christmas. And then when I took the Christmas stuff down, there was literally nothing up there. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to fill my mantle for the spring and the off seasons, you know? So I went to Dollar General and I was very pleasantly surprised. I got those things that I showed you, plus this from Dollar General, you guys. It's so cute, this wicker basket with a candle. And then these little lavender pots and this clock I got at Dollar General. I've had that since my wedding, and I made this like forever ago. I want to get a new ribbon, something lighter in color. And I think that's it for the living room. Something happened to me when I moved here that I really care about the things that have been in my family for a long time. Whereas when I first got married, my mom offered me so many things and I was like, no to everything. But I was young and I didn't realize, I mean, you know, there's a few things, like maybe 5 or 6 things that I wanted, but now I'm like, give me everything. And so this is one of those things that have been in my family forever. And it is filled with things that have been in my family for a very long time. Pretty much everything here is either from Spain or from Cuba or from France. I've got a few things from Germany at the bottom. These beautiful figurines are called Lladró. They're from Spain and I have adored them my whole life. Look at these beautiful girls. This is, we used to say it was me and all my other cousins. There's 5 of us. And so we would just look at my grandma's figurines and say we were this one and we were that one and just have so much fun. And then these beautiful little pressed flowers are the first flowers my grandfather ever gave my grandmother. And that is just so dear to me. I always wanted that, always. So there's a few things that I've always wanted here, but some things I just wasn't ready for in the old house. And now I'm like, Mom, bring it on. Just give me everything. It's so special to me. So there's that. I want to replace this for something lighter in color. It's really dark. You can't even read what it says. This is another example of things I did not want before. But when we moved here, I was like all about it. And I was really happy. My friend came over and saw these and she was like, you like that? I said, yeah. She goes, I have like 6 plates you can have then. So she just gave me 6 of these. And so I will be buying the plate hangers very soon and hanging them up. I'm not sure where just yet. I was thinking either all 6 over there in that big empty wall, or some here and maybe hold off on the other 3 to maybe put them over there in that big wall with other ones that I buy as I go antiquing. I did get a few other pieces at an antique store. This little pitcher and a little bowl that goes with it. So pretty. And this other little bowl and this plate. So my plans for these little ones are to put on shelving, which I'm just looking at right now. I have it all spread out here. They're small shelves because I don't really need them for storage. I just wanted to fill up this big empty wall. I don't know if you remember, this used to all be black chalkboard wall. And so we finally, during the crazy snow that we had here like 3 weeks ago, we ripped out all the crown molding and all the floorboards. We had to buy new raw wood ones, stain them, and then we painted the wall and put them back in. And I have been brainstorming forever what I was gonna do here. I knew I wanted some sort of family collage of like my grandparents in Cuba. See the black and white? Those are my grandparents in Cuba. My mom and Hector's mom pregnant, and then us as babies, our family, our grandpas and our grandmas, which we don't have them anymore, holding us as babies, just so sweet. And then I have some of my family, my cousins and me as a kid, and some of Hector and I before we were married. And then you guys know my favorite quote. I always had this in my old house above the piano forever, and I knew I wanted it right here. I just had to figure out how I was gonna incorporate it. So forever looking at Pinterest, looking for ideas on wall collages for pictures. I didn't want a million frames. I wanted it to feel really just like, not that formal, but also like really welcoming. And so far, everyone that sees it, they're just like drawn to it and they just stare at it for a long time. And so I ran into these cork boards at Office Max. They came in a pack of 4 and I bought 2 packs. And it came out so beautiful. I love it. And the great thing is I can switch up the pictures whenever I want. So we can get newer family photos and replace them as needed. This wall, I knew I wanted to put like a whole bunch of sayings on it. Some things about the Lord, some things about coffee, family, love, life, whatever. And so this is the collection I've made on this wall. I originally thought that I wanted to like fill up the whole wall and have it all over, and that wall and that wall and that wall. But I changed my mind. I'm only going to do that wall and the one above the coffee fridge. So this fridge has cold brew coffee in it, as well as kombucha from the tap. So there's like a huge tank of nitrogen gas in there and CO2 in there. And then we just pull the tap, and out comes nitro coffee. And from back here, there's a little spout that has kombucha that comes out of it. So anyway, I'll probably put a few more of those like fun word things there, but I don't know, because now that I want to do my plates, I might do plates here and there, and I'm looking for an alternate spot for that. Originally I didn't mind at all that it was there, but now that I want to decorate my walls, I want it moved. So there's like stuff everywhere, so my house is not perfect right now, but these stools were fairly new. It's been like the best for school and for when we have a lot of people over, because we have 6 people that can sit at the table and then 4 there. So we can serve 10 people at once with no problem, which has been awesome. Come in, baby. But eat over the window, which I've had so many second thoughts about, because it's cute, but it's also like, why? I don't know. Share your opinion on that. Eat. It just says eat. And my boys are like, that's so weird. I'm like, I know, it is weird, isn't it? So that's that in the kitchen and living room. Goals for the kitchen, I feel like those shelves are a big thing. The wall was a big goal, and the picture collage. So that has been reached. And then I also put this little jar here so I could put some fresh flowers in it when they start to bloom come spring. So I think that's it for the kitchen. And the living room, I told you the goals for the living room. We're in the process of painting all the trim, all this gray trim. Oh my goodness, what were they thinking? We already got some of it done. The windows, most of the door frames, and the big door frame. You can't see it because the light, but that's all white. Actually, tomorrow, a sweet older woman from church is coming to help me do as much as we can accomplish here. So I'm gonna try to do the whole living room with her, and if we can make it down the hall. But the only gray trim in the whole house is the living room, the hallway, and the boys' bathroom. It makes no sense. Everywhere else in the whole house is wood. And so one day we hope that we can rip all that out and put it all wood, because we really do like the wood. Hector loves it. And at first I was like, no, I want it white, but now it's definitely grown on me. I think it's very pretty, especially with the color scheme that we seem to have naturally happened, is like this light blue with wood and silver and white. I just love it. So you're gonna see the most gorgeous thing in the world right now, okay? What is that? What is this beauty? Poor girls. They are doing so much better, you guys. Thanks for always checking. Out. So this room is pretty comfortable. I want some things in here, but since it's not like the main living area, I don't think about it as often. But I want something right here, like a little plant or something. I know that's so silly. I want one thing here, I just do. I want something on this wall. I'm not sure what, because we have so much on that there already that I don't want it to feel like more, you know. I definitely want to put some things here and there. But like I said, that's not priority right now. I want a headboard for sure. I don't know if I want a full bedroom set, because it just feels so expensive when we already have mismatching dressers and stuff that do the job right. It's like we don't have to have a real bedroom set. It's so expensive. So I don't know about that, but maybe. This red chair, it's covered in laundry, but that's one of my family things. That has been in my family forever. That's where I sat when I was 6 years old with pneumonia that I will never forget. It was like, oh, it was the worst. I sat there with pillows piled on my lap and my head laying on my pillow. That was the only way I could sleep, because I couldn't lay down because my lungs were so filled with fluid. It was awful, and I still remember. It's always been in my grandma's room in the corner, and so we've had it for years. I think that was one of the things I kept early on in my marriage. My sitting room is fine, but I have such a vision for it that it's nowhere near what I want. I want 2 matching sitting chairs. So this one is temporary, but I'm so thankful because someone from church gave it to me, and it's been very useful. This is another family thing, this lamp with all this sheet music. I think it's Beethoven's Pathétique. And so I love Beethoven's Pathétique, and I love music, and I love the lamp. It's like a warm light when you turn it on. It's like dim, but bright enough to read. So I do want 2 chairs, a pretty rug. My issue with rugs right now also is that my girl that's really not that well, if she wakes up in the middle of the night, she won't tell me she has to go out anymore. So she'll pee on the rug, and it's just not been a battle I want to fight. So I don't know when or if we'll get rugs, but if we do, it'll be later. And so I've got my record player here. I don't know if I want to keep it here because I don't really use it now that it's hidden away in the sitting room. This will go in the shed once we organize the shed. I've got several plants here that I'll probably move outside once the weather's warm enough. And this room has a lot of heritage in it. These are like my family's coat of arms from Spain. So I love those. That has been in my family my whole life. This art piece from Spain, bullfighting. This art from Puerto Rico, as well as this art from Puerto Rico. So I really like that we have a lot of heritage in here. We also have our bookshelf and a wonderful French door that leads out to just steps, which one of the goals will be to build a sitting area here. Whoa, I wonder if the camera caught that. A huge buzzard just flew by. But we want to put like a big screened in porch right there for Hector and I. So this is beautiful. It's functional. It looks fine, but I definitely have bigger vision for it. My bathroom, it's like, who cares? It's back here. It's useful, it's great. I've recently put this up to just add something to make it look somewhat cute and a little, it's always better when we're together. I wanna put something here or here or both just to fill the walls. And my closet is in total disarray. because Hector wants to make this his office and there's not much storage right now. It was literally just an open room before. So we put railing up, but we want to put shelves on top of the rails so we can store stuff on top. I want to get all these shoes off the floor so I can sweep and vacuum and mop in here. We're going to put his office against the wall over there. And we have a mirror back here. So I love getting dressed in here. We have our ironing board. I love like coming from a shower in here and getting dressed. So I've started to keep a few things in here, especially for bedtime, that I can just put on while I'm still here. And I got my slippers and just head out to the room already ready for the night. So I definitely want to organize in here, and that is not priority. There's definitely other things priority. But it is kind of at the top of the list for me because I use that room every day. So I want it to be, you know, better, more functional, more organized. And what else is new? We have the music room has to be organized. It's totally, there's nothing new in there. That has to be organized. We got the patio furniture, the same as the porch, is on the back deck. And we have really enjoyed being out here morning, afternoon, evening. Same exact patio furniture. And we've had fire the last few nights. And we have lights hanging. It's so lovely. It has been beautiful lately. I know you've seen the dinner bell in some videos, but my friend, she went to Waco, Texas, and she went antiquing and got me that as a housewarming gift, which was so thoughtful because I really wanted one. And we need to grease that door because, oh my goodness. I think that's it, you guys. There's a lot of pictures in the hall, but that's pretty from when we first moved in. I did replace some of the frames that I felt like were coming off the wall too much. So when you would walk in the hall, you could see them like tilting off the wall. These are so much better. They're like really flat against the wall and just classic black. So I have like 4 5x7s left that I can use somewhere else or for future pictures here. We built we had a shed built. I think you guys have seen it. And the weather plus the combination, if it's the weather, if it's not the weather, it's Hector working. But it's always one of those two things. We have not had the time to put everything into the shed that we need to put into the shed. So we're just waiting for the opportune moment. And then this weekend, so he's going to put a gate at the entrance because this house used to be a halfway house. You guys know that. I think I shared that with you. It used to have 20 men. It was a ministry, and one of them showed up the other day with a friend. And it was a very like, oh, this is exactly what I hoped would never happen. And it did. So we're gonna put a gate, and he's building that this weekend with our neighbor, our awesome farmer neighbor with tractors and all these cool tools. The boys are so excited. And so that's happening. I want to get some patio chairs for the fire pit soon. I want to get blueberry bushes, raspberry bushes, blackberry bushes, a fig tree, and just like sort of a vertical, maybe just a bookshelf would be fine. And I want to plant herbs, just herbs, and have like a vertical herb garden on my back deck. And we're gonna put in an above ground pool before the summer. So those are the plans. Have already a vineyard growing with muscadines and different gooseberry and grapes and stuff. That is the house update 6 months in, you guys. I hope this was fun for you and maybe even inspiring. I've been watching decoration videos on YouTube, and I've been greatly inspired by several women. So to me, it's really fun to make your house lovely for your family and to make it lovely for yourself to enjoy and to like being home, to look around and be pleased with your surroundings. So I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. God bless you guys, and see you next time.